人の剣をくれ。
FaZe Clan, an organization we have seen since the beginning of Overwatch. ShaDowBurn, he has basically been the face of this squad.
We prepared the most against EnVyUs because we kind of wanted to take revenge against them. We lost against them at the Multi Vegas in finals, and we kind of want to get it back, get this title.
Team EnVyUs, fan favorite since the get-go. They've gone over to South Korea. They've won a title at Apex, now looking to take home an Overwatch Contenders trophy. As we take a look at the roster here, Monty, Cristo, walk me through who are the stars to look out for.
Well, we have Seagull in this time again for the control map, so we can assume that we're going to see some Pharah play here. I think that's where they're going to be swapping him in.
FaZe is a really momentum-based team. They thrive off playing their comfort picks, comfort heroes, and if they get rolling, they feel really confident, they play really cocky. If you let that happen, you might lose a map, but if you just completely crush them from the start, they fall apart like Jenga tower, you know? You just pick the right parts and they just crumble instantly.
Seagull's taking down ShaDowBurn off of screen, but Carpe gets on towards Timely there, picks him up, and in the process, the mech of Spree was destroyed. Now Effective trying to get up in the face of Raw because he's found him. It's a slap to the back of the head, and that's going to be enough to dispatch the Mercy. Coco and Effect are also there, and you better believe this man is hard to catch. But now he's back to a bit of a comfort pick. Just as we said, it's going to be the Genji.
So we've seen this a little bit during the regular season from Envy as well. Taimu on the Roadhog. We've only seen it on Gibraltar. We're going to see it here on EnVyUs. It's something that they can throw at you as well. Now you were saying, maybe Effect or Seagull, they'll be the ones that run the second tank. It'll be Taimu here. ShaDowBurn cuts right through, chips at the beginning.
Taimu set up here, of course. Anna and 76 are generally quite susceptible. Oh, it's a sleep dart across the map. Raucus don't give a damn. Taimu down to 9, but Spree is going to make sure that the job Raucus started is finished. FaZe Clan is struggling to build up momentum at this stage. JoeMeister has not really had any reason to draw out this sound barrier here. If they get sort of, pushed out or staggered, he just needs to deal with that. Taimu's found 4 kills off screen, though. You give this guy a bit of room, and you know what? He's not even playing back. He's not even being passive. He's literally the most forward member of his team right now. JoeMeister still hasn't used the sound barrier, though.
I mean, when? I mean, you're just kind of trapped.
Whoa! You're not going to use it now, Matt, that's for sure. Back to spawn. Losing Effect at this stage of the game is not very good at all. Whoa, FaZe Clan, they've made an opening here. 2 quick kills, the Transcenders to follow up, just to give them a bit more security coming forward. ShaDowBurn also had the Dragonblade ready to go, but he may not even need it here. That EMP was not required.
Yeah, and Harry is forced to use the sound barrier. Only connects to 2 players there. It's going to be the Riptire from Taimu, though.
Very worthwhile trade there. Primer Rage for Riptire. That's nicely done by FaZe to force it out, and ShaDowBurn's going to come straight through. Taimu is cut down, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Effect also was going to fall next to ShaDowBurn, coming in with it. 4 kills, that's a big one, no doubt about it. You definitely know you can invest in that player when push comes to shove. FaZe Clan control the point now, well and truly. Mickey is also cut down briefly after exiting his mech. And you can see Taimu's trying to work in from the left off screen. A quick jump out here from Coco, realizes he's bit off a little bit more than he can chew. It's the final seconds of regulation time. And Chips is trying to huddle together for Taimu for warmth or something other than that. But it isn't going to matter. It's not going to do the job. Again, Chips enters the point. It's going to be a translocator thrown directly up in the air. But he has no EMP to follow it up. Point taken. FaZe get it done.
All they need is 1 tip.
Yeah, and this is good. EnVyUs are short on time, so FaZe do not want to kill Mickey at all. They're better off actually forcing him to try and charge up his mech with the Bunny Blaster than sending him back to spawn and having him return. That's nicely done. Spree there. He's going to get D-Mech. That might be big. That time he's got a bit of room to breathe now. Not only is Spree down in general, but there's no defense matrix to mitigate the damage from long range, and that's where it's ShaDowBurn's turn to come in.
Yeah, EnVyUs just going to have to jump onto the point here, try and send this one into overtime. You see Raucus trying to get behind enemy lines. They're going to have to send Coco in over the top. Carpe getting very close towards a pulse bomb.
Overtime now. ShaDowBurn's actually being corralled for the most part by Harry Hook up towards the side. JoeMeister goes down. So Chips has found that pick, though. It's still a 2-for-1 trade. And no, FaZe Clan are looking pretty good. They're holding in the heat admirably. And so far, it's just going to be Effect now to try and do all the work. He actually finds one. He's going to be ShaDowBurn falling down. He's just going to turn around. Surely not. Discord Orb's going to be placed on Fact Fiction here. He's got the primal rage, but EnVyUs, they spawn closer. They've got a man advantage. We're in overtime. It doesn't seem to matter. FaZe Clan, where are you at? They disappeared. Rock is trying to keep it alive. He manages to get down towards the point and Chips is taken down. Coco very rapidly going to get back on a sound barrier hastily employed by JoeMeister now. 2 players on the point. Sound barrier now expiring. Mickey staying alive. Taimu has all the freedom to do damage from that bridge up on the high ground. Raucus is forced to translocate out. Carpe's going to get a heck out of there. It may be a struggle here for ShaDowBurn, who's so low. The testing gun's going to find him. It's still overtime. It's done. EnVyUs get there. That is frightening. ShaDowBurn has a Dragon Blade, but it don't matter how sharp it is, and there's nothing to slice. Fact Fiction desperately throws himself at the payload. He's going to be forced to back away. He's actually kept alive. A bit of an error there from EnVyUs not to get the extra bit of damage across, but now they're going to stagger him one by one. JoeMeister pushed off. Overtime ticking down. FaZe have got to go. Dragon Blade coming through sound barrier for ShaDowBurn. What's going on inside Big L's? Who knows? We'll see what comes out the other end, though. Raucus drops. It's a pulse bomb there. Again, the trade. Yet another EMP. This is ridiculous. Taimu getting another one down, but it might not be enough. It's not backed up with a lot of damage here, and FaZe might make some progress towards his first checkpoint.
Yeah, Harry dies before he can earn the sound barrier. It'll be the self-destruct coming out. Not going to get anything with it for Seagull as FaZe Clan still on the payload. Seagull trying to stay alive here. It'll be Spree with a self-destruct of his own. Throws into the sky. Here comes the sound barrier from EnVy.
Surely not.
Effect takes out ShaDowBurn. Can EnVy switch the fight in their favor?
Again, the stall from the 2 tanks was so good for EnVyUs. They're back onto the payload, but Effect falls far earlier than he should in that fight. Carpe now, like Carpe Victoria. He knows he has a goal, a victory to seize perhaps, and FaZe Clan managed to get the damage across the line. EnVyUs don't trickle in as well as they could have. The payload gets to that first checkpoint. Self-destruct. Seagull is chunked down quite heavily as a result. Harry Hook on the high ground. Guess what? ShaDowBurn's found a juicy target, but he's evaded him somehow. For a moment, at least, Harry Hook managed to get away from his pursuer. But ShaDowBurn will not be denied.
That's exactly what we were talking about. You know, when ShaDowBurn darts up into the sky right above, you know, that like little catwalk, that's when Chips immediately uses the Transcendence, assumes the blade's going to come down, just going to kind of swipe on through. ShaDowBurn.
Oh, there it is again!
You know, when we spoke to McGravy, he was saying how good Carpe and ShaDowBurn are, like baiting tracers in and setting them up for those like insta-kills.
Carpe getting caught up in that one, but Seagull can't find a kill. The bubble was there to protect him. Fact Fiction doing his job and doing it well! That's going to be double. The pulse bomb.
You gotta wonder if we see EnVy switch off of this comp. The dive from FaZe being very aggressive here. ShaDowBurn literally has no HP. Somehow, he's still able to stay alive. See the Effect can land a big pulse bomb here, coming over the top. Connects onto the head of Fact Fiction, takes him out.
That's a home run for Effect, and there's still more work to be done, though. He's paved the way for EnVyUs to get an easy passage toward the gold box of victory. Self-destruct drops down there, so close, man. So close to the end of the map. Raucus in the back corner, gets the bio grenade down. Oh, ShaDowBurn tries to go with the Dragon Blade, but he's knocked aside for Coco's hammer. He takes damage, and he's knocked away from his target of choice. That's perfect. Taimu, hook on towards JoeMeister, gets the job done. Spree's just going to get lasered down by Desire. Nothing he can do to mitigate the damage. Ho-Hog, get off my payload, get off my lord, get off my map. EnVy are going to make it a real match.
Taimu going to get the EMP here. He's going to use it. Let's see if EnVy, they combine it with the sound barrier. Let's see if they can win the fight.
That looks like this might do the job, ShaDowBurn. It's got to be a Dragon Blade, but he doesn't even get a chance to use it. Effect takes him down before he gets the opportunity. Now the Discord will want Fact Fiction. It's all well and good that he's big and red and angry when he's going to get cut down very quickly. And you can see him. Attempts to access the payload. Harry Hook getting it done. Overtime is done. The Kings have returned to their throne. The Seagull is home to roost. And EnVyUs get themselves that title.